Xbox is absolutely crushing it in sales, and we did get a report last week on the numbers from the UK for their monthly sales reports. GameIndustries.biz actually has further breakdown today and analysis on how those numbers broke down console to console, and the Xbox is crushing it. Now, I do want to take a little bit of a more restrained approach. I know there's a lot of Xbox fanboys out there saying, see, this is proof that Xbox is just crushing it and is going to continue to crush it and is beating PlayStation. I think the asterisks, first of all, I love your enthusiasm, but let's pull back the reins a little bit, because I think the asterisks on it and in this article makes it clear there's still shortages. Now, granted, there's shortages on the Xbox side as well, and I think the Series S is what is ultimately putting Xbox over the top. But we're really not going to know how the general gaming public is viewing both the Xbox and the PlayStation until those shortages are fully over. So, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S at their full capacity. How do those numbers break out then? Having said that, I do think this is a good indication that Xbox is headed in the right direction, regardless. I'm not willing to declare them the winner yet in the console wars, definitely not, but I think it is a good indication. And so let's jump into this real quick. Don't forget, my name is X1 the Gamer. Subscribe, like to this channel. We're doing all Xbox all the time. Here is what Game Industry has to say about this, particularly on the Xbox side of things. In the UK, 112,000 games consoles were sold last month, which was up 21% from February. However, it's down 46% overall year over year. Again, shortages. I think also probably inflation and the rise of prices, the economy, coming out of the pandemic might have something to do with that as well. Xbox Series S and X saw the biggest increase in the sales during March, up 61% compared with February. Absolutely huge. Microsoft's family of consoles were the best-selling devices in March, which was helped by the arrival of more Series X stock, and here's where we get into the discussion. And I think it's a legitimate concern and pushback by PlayStation fans that, hey, it's stock issues right now. I think that does play a lot into it. So really, while it is a good signal for Xbox, I don't think we can, declare Xbox a winner by any means at this point, as shortages are a real thing. Nintendo Switch sales did fall 21% month over month. However, the Nintendo platform in the UK remains the #1 selling games machine of the year so far. I think Nintendo just is doing it right. Everybody wants to go portable. The Nintendo is a sexy device. Their games, they don't care about graphics. You don't need graphics to have a successful console. I think that is what Nintendo has owned, and well done on them. Now, PS5 in the UK is still in third place as the console continues to suffer from shortages. There's that shortage asterisk again. However, Sony's latest machine did see a 45% rise in stock compared with the month before. So Xbox had a 46% rise, PlayStation 5 had a 45% rise. So that's why I'm curious. If all things were equal, there were no stock shortages, I want to know how they would compare then. I don't think we have a good look at that now. But regardless, it's interesting. Now, if we come down to the bottom here, gamesindustry.biz, we talk about accessories. Now, Xbox has just been crushing it on the accessories side as well. They say a stronger month for Xbox console sales has paid off in the accessories market. The top-selling game accessory of last month was the carbon black Xbox wireless controller, having jumped up 15 places. The robot white variant is at number 2. And then the PS5 DualSense controller, which was number 1, has now slipped to the number 3 spot on accessories. And at number 4, we're getting the wired Xbox controller from third-party peripherals company PowerA, which we talked about in a few videos ago. Looks badass. In total, there were 700,000 accessories sold in the UK, a rise of 6% over February, but a drop of 29% over March 2021. Again, I think there's a lot of things playing into why we're down year over year on gaming sales, but regardless, I don't think you clearly cannot say Xbox is just crushing PlayStation. As much as you might want to if you're an Xbox fanboy, there are shortages. But I do think this is indicative of the direction that Xbox is going, in that they're going in the right direction. They are trending upwards, and I think they're doing a good job. And keep in mind, again, this is just UK numbers. So this isn't worldwide numbers, this isn't US numbers, this is strictly in the UK. Regardless, I think it's a strong showing for Xbox. Congratulations. And I think it's proof, once again, that Xbox is doing things right. Now, let's jump over to what are the top-selling games in Xbox so far. And this is from purexbox.com. Great website. Go check them out if you haven't yet. And this is for the spring so far. So this is both the UK and US, but let's look at the US since I'm in the US and that's what I'm more interested in. Obviously, we have Star Wars Lego. Fantastic game. Elden Ring. I mean, it's just been crushing it with sales. Then what's interesting is you got the show 2022. I don't know why I say 2022. It's just the show 22. Now, this isn't Game Pass, and I don't know, do these numbers include Game Pass? These are the top game sections of the store. These are just sales. So this is not including Game Pass. This is just the top paid games right now. So outside of that, it just shows you. I wonder if there's ever a case. It would be really interesting to see the numbers break down. I know that there's evidence that if you're on Game Pass, you tend to buy more games or at least buy more DLC on games. I wonder if people use Game Pass as a demo and then buy the game if they're interested in it. Would be really curious to see on the show 22, how those numbers break down. Regardless, it's there. NBA 2K 22, Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, this game came out on the PlayStation, what are we on? 3 and the Xbox 360. Remember that. That's right. And it's still in the top selling games month over month. I think the Xbox or the Grand Theft Auto Online is the new MMO. I think it's the future of MMOs. I think the MMO genre is adjusting and changing, and I think Grand Theft Auto is the way it's going to go. And proof positive right there. They continue to crush it month in and month out. You got Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, WK, the new wrestling game. And that, no big surprises there. I mean, just lots of AAA games selling there. I think no exclusives either. It'd be nice to see, like, once Xbox starts dropping some exclusive, if where these land on the dashboard, especially their big AAA titles, also how it affects sales for that month. But regardless, I think Xbox is headed in the right direction. Their UK monthly report, again, this dropped last week. Games industry business just dropping or detailing this down now this week. What do you guys think? I'd like to know. I'd like to know what you think. Do you think this is proof that Xbox is just crushing it and is going to continue crush it? Do you think PlayStation 5, as stock shortages come back online and they're fully, they're running at full capacity, that PlayStation passes the Xbox? Or do you think that this is the new norm, that Xbox wins month in and month out? Let me know in the comments below. Again, don't forget to hit that like sub. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We do Xbox all the time here, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.